stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight. All the ramparts we watch were still gallantly streaming by the rockets right there. The bombs bursting in air gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say those dazzlers splendid banners yet wave for the land.
And gratitude to commemorate 33rd birthday observance of the great civil rights leader, Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King Jr., a man whose life, works, and sacrifices continue to speak prayerfully across generations, cultures, and nations. The theme for today's observance is, the time is right to do what is right. The time is right to do what is right. These very words spoken by Dr. King himself remind us that righteousness should never be delayed. Justice should not wait for convenience, comfort, or popular opinion. When something is right, the time to act is now. Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. stood firm for justice, equality, peace, and love in a time when doing so was dangerous and very unpopular. Yet, he chose courage over fear and truth over silence. He believed that every human being, regardless of race, color, or background, deserved dignity and respect. As a school, this message is deeply relevant to us. Doing what is right begins in our daily actions, in honesty, kindness, discipline, and respect for authority, and love for one another. It means standing against bullying, discrimination, and injustice. It means choosing integrity even when no one is watching. To our very dear students, you may think you are too young to make a difference, but Dr. King reminds us that greatness is not determined by age, but by character. Each time you choose peace over violence, truth over lies, and love over hatred, you are living out the legacy of Dr. King. To our teachers and staff, you shape minds and mold futures. Let us continue to be role models who not teach only with words, but with our actions, showing our students that doing what is right is always worth it. As we reflect on the life of Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King, let us ask ourselves, what is the right thing to do in my school, my home, my community, and my nation? And having identified it, let us not delay. In the words of Dr. King, life's most persistent and urgent question is, what are you doing for others? May this commemoration inspire us to be people of courage, compassion, and conscience. Let us rise today with renewed commitment, knowing that the time is right always to do what is right. Thank you, and may God bless you all.
Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for them. Like I said, this is a symbol of freedom, a proclamation of the fact that justice must always reign.
That's a salute to the chairman,
Hey.
to our deputy chairman, and to all the distinguished guests on the high table, and to all our esteemed parents. Thank you, beautiful. dressed. Beautifully dressed. Thank you, Jermaine.
Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for them as they wave at you.
As a primary 4 and a primary 5, all distinguished dressed. Every class is represented in the carnival clothes. Thank you.
And then we have the SS1 students coming thereafter. SS1 students, which is graciously followed by SS2 students.
I can see the culture represented. I can see the eagle. I can see the tribes represented.
They are all ably represented.
Beautiful sights.
Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for them.
I can see the yellow, the red, the green.
All the houses are ably represented.
The accuracy is beautiful. This is beautiful. Oh, wow.
Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for them.
Thank you. Thank you so very much. You're beautiful. So
Please have a go, ladies and gentlemen.
When I was invited to deliver this lecture, I asked the organizers if I could be given freedom to speak my mind on the issue. I was expressly told I could do so. I thank the organizers for the freedom. I want to exercise that freedom offered me now. I can tell you that if they had told me otherwise, I will not be here today. I come from a community, the academic community, that cherishes freedom, and I must address you with academic and lexical freedom. I pray you enjoy my academic delicacy. If you do not, I offer no apologies. It is my style. I must also appreciate a father that I respect for several reasons. That is the Sama of Benin Kingdom. I cannot tell you all the reasons why I respect him in this simple lecture, but I can tell you one major reason. Because he has created jobs for thousands of persons with his investments. And the Benin Education Center is one of such. Let me also use the opportunity to challenge other rich men in Benin Kingdom to do so. Because the more of this we have, the more poverty will be driven out of our society. Lady Cherry Benedion also deserves special thanks. Behind every successful man, there is a woman. May God bless you for your good works. Ladies and gentlemen, let us remember today Dr. Martin Luther King Jr., the apostle of conflict resolution through non-violence. May his soul continue to rest in peace. Let me go straight to the lecture. The topic is the time is always right to do what is right. I consider this topic very important if our society must make significant progress in all areas. Let me say unequivocally that the current generation of youths are disappointing us when it comes to doing what is right. If anything else, we are making progress on the reverse. I wonder where this country is going to.
I only pray for these generations and generations to come. Our approach to this lecture will be very simple. First, we shall define what is right and also give examples of what we must do. Then, we should also offer practical suggestions on the way to the promised land. According to Frank Awano Practical Dictionary, right is something done in accordance or conformable to moral law. Rightness, equitable, just, correct, true, accurate, and not mistaken. Ladies and gentlemen, and by extension our children here, the lecture affords me the opportunity to discuss with the leaders of tomorrow. The lecture is about you, how you can build your today to be great tomorrow. Your tomorrow starts today. Nations are not built overnight. You cannot succeed overnight. You must plan to succeed. If you fail to plan, then you have planned to fail. Success is about attitude, dedication, and focus. The Bible did not even say you can succeed only by miracle. It says God will bless the works of your hand. I am a practical scholar and a philosopher of reality. Even if you believe in miracles, you must work on your attitude. You cannot reap where you did not sow. I do not know your ambition as children today. However, I do know that you must work towards the realization of that ambition, and that must start today. You cannot intend to be a medical doctor and you are not working hard on science subjects. You cannot intend to be a lawyer without working hard on the relevant subjects. It is quicker, I must repeat, our children, you must listen to this. It is quicker to jump from a story building than using the staircase. But we must know that jumping has hazards. You either die or at best break some parts of your body. I must say that from the information I have gathered about Igbenedion Education Center, the school is known for training children to abide by the high moral values that society requires of them. And I only advise that the institution should continue in this direction. I must also advise our children to take their studies serious. Let me make it clear that if you are serious with your studies, it is in your own interest. I repeat, if you are serious with your studies, it is in your own interest. My father told me this many years ago. I did not know until he died in 1997. Today I'm a professor, and the benefit is for me and my family. My mother also died in 2003. My parents are not here to benefit from my intellectual successes. Your parents will not be there forever. Therefore, your success is majorly for your benefit. If you do not succeed, you will also be the one to suffer. Time is limited. The best time to start doing what is right is now. Procrastination is the father of failure. A journey of 1,000 miles starts with a step. Think out something today. Work hard towards it, and the future will be bright for you. You do not wait for the future. You work the future out today by plan. You do not have to start big. Go and ask every big man today how they started. I'm sure most of them have small beginnings. I'm sure the Esama of Benin is a living example. You can rule your world if you are focused. Know what you want, go for it, and I'm sure you will achieve it. Do not be carried away by the successes of your peers when you do not know their source. Your peers might be involved in negative lifestyle. Do not wait for the right time. You create the time, and the time to start is now. Ladies and gentlemen, let me quickly define what is right. It is important before I go back to Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King's conception of a right society. What is right? I have a simple explanation, and I've told people severally. You do not need the Bible, you do not need the Quran, you do not even need the constitutions of the land to tell you what is right. What is right, your mind will tell you. I will simply say that what is right are all acceptable norms and values of our society. In this direction, my students admonish you to stay away from social vices, stay away from criminal activities, stay away from cultism, armed robbery, arson, examination malpractices, rituals, and other negative things. In fact, this is the right time to stop what is wrong. Like I said, what is right, your mind will tell you. When God created us, He deposited your conscience. It will tell you what is right. You don't need the Bible, you don't need any paper to tell you. Unfortunately, let me quickly say this as a professor of political science. One area in which the political elites and top bureaucrats in Nigeria, their conscience will never tell them that. This is the area of corruption. I think their conscience will never tell them that corruption is wrong. In fact, I've written several papers on corruption. At a stage, I said corruption is caused by poverty. At another, I said it is caused by greed. Well, I got to a third stage, and I said that corruption is caused by wickedness. And I defined corruption caused by wickedness as amassing over and above what you know your children, generations yet unborn cannot consume. And you are still amassing that weight. That is corruption caused by what? Wickedness. But the day as I was driving down this morning, I had a brainwave. I said I should go beyond wickedness. Maybe I should pity our corrupt leaders. I'm beginning to pity them. Maybe it's not their fault. Maybe we should subject most of them to psychiatric examination. That is what I'm thinking. So, well, you are aware that I'm a professor of political science. And so let me quickly advise our political leaders on what to do to avoid violence. Because Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King preached against violence. And so this is my own suggestion to our politicians. They should engage in regular consultation. There should be an agreement on the ground norms. There should be a give and take philosophy. And they should know that no single person has all knowledge and information. Ladies and gentlemen, I will not be happy if I do not offer practical suggestions to our youths of today. This is because I do not believe in a Yahoo generation. Neither do I believe in a ritual generation. Let me pause to tell you this. I told one of my friends some few days ago, I said, look, it is a risky thing now. It's a big risk in Nigeria to have children. Now, but we must still have children. But I'm telling you, it's a risk. Because if you are not careful, they use you for ritual. And so, each time I have opportunity to interact with men of God, I tell them, this one you are saying, bind and loose, the enemy must die. Start from the house. Put it as a prayer point. May my children not kill me. So I challenge you today, as you go home, in your early morning devotion, say it, let their ears hear it. May these children not kill me in Jesus' name. First and foremost, we can be self-reliant. The youth needs to tell you can be self-reliant. How do you go about this? Discover your talent. 2, organize your resources. 3, engage yourself meaningfully. And finally, be honest and committed. Do hard job. Finally, let me tell our youths, hard work will never betray you. Consistency will never fail you. Patience will never disappoint you. Discipline will never mislead you. Honesty will never embarrass you. Learning will never harm you. Growth will never stop rewarding you. Focus will never confuse you. Humility will never disgrace you. Determination will never leave you empty. Wisdom will never misguide you. Efforts will never go unnoticed. Integrity will never lose value. Purpose will never misdirect you. Self-control will never weaken you. Time management will never fail you. Truth will never need defending. Ladies and gentlemen, at the risk of being sued by lawyers here, I dare to say, I rest my case. God bless you all.
And head girl presented to do the lay of the week. And the esteemed Director of Administration has just laid that. Thank you so much, Ma. I'd like us to keep clapping for them.
Please put your hands together for them.
We have been celebrating Martin Luther King in this very square. Can we just stand up and acknowledge vision and put our hands together and appreciate consistency to vision? Can we stand up and acknowledge this woman, this vision owner? Can we stand up and acknowledge persistence and commitment to vision? Because that is why we are standing here today, doing the right thing at the right time. Can we just put our hands together at once? Our dear Lady Cherry, my mom, we appreciate you. Celebrated for the past 33 years, and it's good that when we engage in any action or any assignment, we have understanding. We stand here today to lay this wreath in observance of Dr. Martin Luther King, being a symbol of the struggle against segregation in the United States of America through the non-violence movement. I want to also use this opportunity to remind us and to make us understand, like all the MC have been doing, that because of this great man, Martin Luther King, because of what he stood for, justice and righteousness, that is why students of Igbenedion Education Center, parents and Nigerian citizens can go boldly to the embassy of the United States of America and we are granted visa. Can we put our hands together to acknowledge that? I would like to welcome everyone to observance of Dr. Martin King Jr.'s Day with the theme, Mission Possible, Building Community, Uniting Nations Through Non-Violence. Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. was assassinated on the 4th of April, 1968 at Memphis, United States of America. Why? Because of his civil rights activity. At the time, there was segregation against people of color in America. The purpose of observing of Martin Luther King Jr.'s Day is to celebrate the life and the legacy of a man who brought hope and healing to America, particularly the African American. I trust God today that on account of some of our students here too, we will be celebrating something good. As our speaker has said, that your family will celebrate you as you stand too for what is right. Igbenedion Education Center joined the rest of the world today to commemorate the timeless values he taught us through his example of non-violence, courage, truth, justice, compassion, dignity, humility, and service that is so radiantly defined in Dr. King's character and empowers his leadership. I believe that these same traits today we can see in the life of our Deputy Chairman, Lady Cherry Igbenedion, and that is why we are here still celebrating Martin Luther King after 33 years. Can we put our hands together? This observance commemorates the universal unconditional love, forgiveness, and non-violence that drove his revelation spirit. Today, African American can live in society free from segregation, work in freedom, and achieve their personal dream like every other American. This is because one man chose. This is because one man chose. This is because one man chose to be different by leading a non-violent campaign. At the time, it was thought impossible. So if you know that as a person, you yourself one fine day will continue to stand regardless of different opinion around you. You will stand to do the right thing at the right time. Can you put your hands together for yourselves? Thank you.
An emblem of freedom to other people around you. You must not allow yourself to be used negatively or to be an agent of injustice.
A famous Black American whose love for his people led to the loss of his life 66 years ago. He fought for peace, love, and justice.
It's another great year today indeed, where we celebrate excellence and willpower. You can be whatever you want to be, just believe in yourself. Joining in this great fight are some other great men and women. Those men and women who sacrificed their lives for a better world for humanity. Some of these great personalities were Queen Eden of the great ancient Benin Kingdom,
Chief Obafemi Awolowo of the Yoruba tribe,
a great nationalist, Sir Alhaji Abubakar Tafawa Balewa,
Nigeria's first president, Zeke of Africa,
the Director General of the World Trade Organization, Dr. Ngozi Okonjo-Iweala,
and Nigeria's civil rights activist, Rosa Parks,
Africa's man of the millennium, Dr. Nelson Mandela,
and the man himself, Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. In the Benin Education Center, this is the 33rd commemoration.
Globally, we're celebrating the 56th anniversary commemoration of his death.
The great man once said, I have a dream.
Remember, we had this program.
Today, we have the privilege to anchor the program. I am the lovely Miss Aombo Moyekeme, and standing beside is no other than
Miss Elizabeth Osagie.
Ladies and gentlemen, just relax and enjoy the theme of today's event, MLK 56. This is the time to do what is right.
Ladies and gentlemen, let us welcome these young shining stars, the Montessori pupils.
Bringing up to the stage is the Montessori School for their presentation. Please, let's put our hands together for Igbenedium Montessori Primary School. Bring each other up. We love every day. Peace, love, violence. Kindness is the way. You can change the world. Look around, you're not alone. We all need a hand to hold. When we rise, we stand.
glamour everywhere and the dancing girls singing to and fro. I must declare my heart is dead, though I've been from Maine to Mexico, but I'm sad to say I'm on my way. Love me back for many other days. My heart is down, my head is spinning around. I have to leave a little girl in the Kingston town. Sad to say I'm on my way. I won't be back for many other days. My heart is down, my head is spinning around. I have to leave a little girl in the Kingston town.
Watching you stand all of my doubt suddenly goes away somehow. To me, I loved you for 1,000 I'm going to be reciting a poetry titled Our Greatest Fall by Marianne Williamson. It is our light and not our darkness the most frightens us. Our deepest fear is not that we're inadequate. Our deepest fear is not our power beyond measure. It is our light and not our darkness. We ask ourselves, who am I to be powerful, gorgeous, talented, and fabulous? The Spirit of God that is in every single one of us liberates around us. The time to do the right thing in Venezuela, land of beauty and grace, lies a city, a sacred and holy place, a sight to behold, with streets of gold and skies so blue. It's a paradise where dreams come true. From the mountains to the sea, it is a land of hope for all to be free. In Venezuela, all are welcome with open arms, a place of peace away from all harm. The people here are so full with love and light, shining bright like stars in the night. A city that is built on truth and trust, with kindness and compassion. So let us come together and raise our voices, for this city is truly our greatest choice. Venezuela, a haven of love where hope remains. And Duro of Venezuela has been arrested by the U.S. government. The drama you are about to watch was how the Venezuelan president, Nicolas Maduro, was arrested. Before the United States arrested him, they've always been on the watch for that country, since there were initially sanctions by them. This then led to serious suffering in the country, making millions of Venezuelans to flee from the country. Nicolas Maduro never lost the election. I was the winner. Need me? I know they need me. Don't you need me? Yes. God bless you all. I said, war is looming. So go! Yes, so go and protect my territory. Go! I said, go! Because I won't allow a puppet over my country. the blood of any citizen of my beloved country. Let's bear our hatchets and let God fight for us, because this injustice cannot be sustained. Justice must prevail. I say, justice must prevail. Thank you. Did more than he can chew. He has crossed the line already, even while under sanction, and also keeping the American oil company when the head is broken. The shall buy. Lack of discipline shall bring disaster. When rules are broken, chaos reign. Go to that capital city and bring me Maduro. And if he tries to resist, set his household on fire. Trafficking. You are coming to the United States of America with us right now. Of Venezuela, and I was captured from presidents for doing nothing. I am not guilty. I am a decent man. This is the very first time I am being booked for crime, which I know nothing about. I was captured from my home in Caracas. This is purely a case of abduction, not arrest. Thank you, sir. She does not cooperate. That is to say, my president was never guilty of any crime, all because he was not ready to succumb to that wicked demon. He is now being considered as a narco-terrorist, drug trafficking, and even in possession of machine guns and explosives. What an aberration! I say, what an aberration! And even France president has gone against the international law by invading another country and catching their president in his own federal court for narco-terrorism, drug trafficking, and in the possession of explosives and machine guns. This whole issue will be arraigned in court on the 17th of March, when we shall be hearing the final verdict. Stay tuned. The mouth for courage in the face of injustice. In Nigeria, where political greed tramples hope and hardship that scales dreams, this war speaking not just to morality, but to courage. The remind us that justice delayed is justice denied, and that silence in the face of wrong itself a form of wrongdoing. This message is not just a wise one. It is urgent. It is a lifeline for a nation drowning in corruption. A battle cry for Nigeria who had never wondered where things change. Now, oh, now. You see it, the man who died because the hospital had no power. The woman who sells her car in the rain just to feed their children. The young man shot aside just for simply looking like a young Even the Bible says everything has a season, but corruption has no season. Poverty has no calendar. The season for courage is now. The belief say, which means tomorrow is the end meant for tomorrow. Stop waiting, act. I say, act. When the right actions are delayed out of fear or selfish interest, hardship multiplies and trust dies. Every moment you postpone justice, corruption grows bolder. Every moment you delay reform, poverty taxes is greed. Every moment you excuse wrongdoing, we deal the next generation. That integrity does not matter. Doing the right thing in politics requires bravery. Now that the wrongdoing has become normalized, now is the time, not tomorrow, not after the next election, not when the conditions are convenient. No, because the time is always right to do what is right.